Did you know that Kyrgyzstan, a Central Asian country, gets its name from a Turkic word meaning 40 tribes? Now let's dive into its rich history. Nestled amid towering peaks and verdant valleys, Kyrgyzstan's story starts with the nomadic tribes that once roamed its vast landscapes. The name Kyrgyzstan is a tribute to these 40 tribes, reflecting the cultural diversity that has been the country's hallmark for centuries. So, the land of 40 tribes, as it's often called, has a history as diverse as its name suggests. Let's journey through time to explore it. Every story has a beginning. For Kyrgyzstan, it begins in the 3rd century BC. The first known tribes to inhabit this rugged terrain were the Scythians, renowned warriors and horsemen. The land they called home was a coveted prize, drawing the attention of formidable empires. The Huns, fierce nomadic warriors, would sweep across the region in the 4th century, leaving their indelible mark on the landscape and its people. Their reign, however, was eclipsed by the rise of the Turkic Khaganate in the 6th century. This vast confederation of tribes brought a new language, culture, and religion to the people of Kyrgyzstan. The 13th century saw the arrival of the Mongols, who under the leadership of Genghis Khan, dominated the region. Their influence would shape the face of Kyrgyzstan, blending with the existing cultures to create a rich tapestry of traditions and customs. By the end of the 14th century, Kyrgyzstan was a blend of cultures thanks to its strategic location on the Silk Road. Fast forward to the 19th century, a time of significant change for Kyrgyzstan. As the winds of change swept through Central Asia, Kyrgyzstan found itself swept up in the maelstrom of the Great Game, the strategic rivalry between the British Empire and the Russian Empire for supremacy in Central Asia. By the late 19th century, Kyrgyzstan was incorporated into the Russian Empire, marking a significant shift in its history. This period saw a significant transformation in the cultural, political, and economic fabric of the Kyrgyz society as it was introduced to Russian administrative systems and agricultural practices. Transitioning into the 20th century, Kyrgyzstan, now under the banner of the newly formed Soviet Union, underwent further transformations. In 1936, it was established as the Kyrgyz Soviet Socialist Republic. The Soviet era was marked by a series of sweeping reforms aimed at modernization and industrialization. The nomadic lifestyle that was once a cornerstone of Kyrgyz culture was gradually replaced by a settled urban way of life. New cities sprouted up, literacy rates soared, and the Kyrgyz language was given a new script. However, the Soviet era was not without its challenges. Economic policies often led to shortages and hardships, and the centralization of power resulted in a lack of political freedom. But through all the trials and tribulations, the spirit of the Kyrgyz people remained unbroken. As the 20th century drew to a close, a wave of change swept across the globe. The Soviet Union began to crumble, and in 1991, Kyrgyzstan declared independence. This was a moment of great joy and uncertainty, as the people of Kyrgyzstan found themselves on the threshold of a new era. They were now free to chart their own course, to shape their own destiny. The year 1991 marked a new chapter for Kyrgyzstan as it stepped into independence, carving out its own path separate from the USSR. From a land of 40 tribes to a modern nation, Kyrgyzstan has come a long way. Today, the country stands as a sovereign entity, with a parliamentary system of governance that is unique in Central Asia. The presidency and the Zhogorku Kanesh, or the Supreme Council, work together to steer the country towards progress and prosperity. In terms of economy, Kyrgyzstan is primarily agrarian, with a significant reliance on mining and animal husbandry. The country's stunning landscapes have also made it an emerging destination for ecotourism, attracting adventurers and nature lovers from all corners of the globe. Culturally, Kyrgyzstan is a vibrant tapestry of traditions, languages, and customs. The Kyrgyz people continue to celebrate their nomadic heritage, with music, dance, and the art of storytelling deeply woven into the societal fabric. The Kyrgyz language, a member of the Turkic family of languages, is the official language, but Russian is also widely spoken. Internationally, Kyrgyzstan is a member of several global and regional organizations, playing an active role in fostering diplomacy and cooperation. Yet, the country faces challenges. Economic development, political stability, and environmental conservation are areas that require concerted efforts. Even though it's a young nation, Kyrgyzstan holds centuries of history within its borders, a testament to its resilience and the spirit of its people. The journey through Kyrgyzstan's history is a journey through time and cultures. We've traveled from the ancient era, where nomadic tribes roamed the land, through the rise and fall of empires to the modern day, a thriving, vibrant nation. We've seen the transformation of Kyrgyzstan, a land once dominated by 40 tribes, into a richly diverse country. As we've seen, the history of Kyrgyzstan is a rich tapestry of cultures, empires, and eras. A country of 40 tribes indeed, and so much more.